Tell me if your kitchen counter looks like this. Keurig K-Cups. A little place to catch the K-Cups right here after they've been used so that I can repurpose all the little coffee grounds for the spring compost. Yes, I collect them. I'm crazy. Coffee maker. An indoor hydroponic seed starting apparatus. What I like to call a little T5 setup sitting on some cups plugged in. My wife absolutely despises that this is on our kitchen counter. Nonetheless, it will be moved shortly. I just started here because I was lazy one night and thought I'd start out 2017's indoor grow upstairs on a heat mat. And if you're fascinated with seed germination, as I am, by placing a dry seed in a wet environment and noticing life coming from it in just a few short days, well, that's oddly fascinating to me, and it always has been. But nonetheless, this episode is how to quickly germinate cucumber seed. It's been fascinating to watch this. As fascinating as germinating cucumber seed can be. So this quick little short video is what I've observed over the last 28 hours to get cucumber seed to germinate. That's fascinating to me. 28 hours. And what's even more fascinating is that the seed stock is from 2013. What did I do and where are we at? And let's look at the seeds. Alright guys, what do I got here? I've got Osborne Seed Company, okay? This is Socrates F1 certified organic. These are those cucumbers, guys, that do not require pollination. So good for indoor growth, good for greenhouse growth, good for areas where you don't have good pollinators like bees and things of that nature. It's more of a set it and forget it type cucumber. They just set female flowers. I do have another video started with regard to this particular grow, but I wanted to shoot this quick update because I find it, again, fascinating how fast these things have germinated from, as you can see on the package, 2013 seed stock. Back in March of 13, this had a germination rate of 90%, so it's a fairly decent seed, but again, we're going on 4 years old, and you wouldn't expect it to have such good success, but nonetheless, what did I do to get these things going? Well, let's pull this out, remove the bowl, take a look at the seeds. All right, I'll try to... As you can already see with this particular one right here, it's already sprouted. It's already got germination. It's already beginning. It's got a toothpick in it because of one reason and one reason only. I pre-soaked the seeds in warm water for 2 hours, all right? And the theory goes with cucumber seeds is your viable seeds will float to the top and your non-viable seeds will float or will sink to the bottom. So I took the 2 floating seeds from the top, inserted them into pre-soaked rock wool that's been soaked with water and a squeeze of lemon, nothing else. Didn't pH it, didn't do any of that stuff. But nonetheless, I put toothpicks in them to indicate which ones were floating, and these 2 were sunk to the bottom, and these 2 were floating, and both of them have started to germinate. The ones without the toothpick, the ones that are sitting on the bottom, may still germinate. They may give me some production at some point. I don't know, but it definitely goes to show that the theory of the floating cucumber seed is true. They are certainly more viable the ones that are sunk to the bottom. You can't really see it on the far toothpick one due to the lighting, but that one has broken through as well. It's just sitting a little bit lower down into the hole. So really super cool. Pre-soaked them, warm water, 2 hours. Then I went right in with the pre-soaked rock wool, and in less than 28 total hours from soaking to planting, I have germination. That is a quick way to get some fast germination. Additionally, I put it on the ceramic plate, okay, which actually holds heat fairly well. Put opaque type bowl over top of it, and I slid it on a heat mat. Now this keeps great temperature, okay, on top of this heat mat, which raises ambient temperature by about 10 degrees. So if it's 70 degrees in here, this is raising that temperature up to about 80. And then you put this ceramic plate on here with this bowl, and it really traps in the heat. And as we all know, cucumbers, peppers, tomatoes, those summer staple type vegetables are warm weather tropical type plants. A lot of people will plant them out early in the season outside, or they'll sow seed outside and they won't get germination for weeks. That's because they're not ready to germinate yet. They're not ready to grow yet because the temperatures are too cold. All right, so by pre-soaking in warm water, we're giving them a chance to loosen up that seed casing a little bit, getting them ready to germinate. Putting them on a heat mat gets that temperature up on them, tells them by nature that it's time to sprout. And then, of course, picking those seeds that were floating from the top of the water are your viable candidates. Those are some quick tips on how to quickly germinate some cucumber seeds. And this method can also be applied to these black plastic type containers, okay, for spring starts. So you want to get a later start, but you don't want to wait as long for germination. Use this method, all right, of pre-soaking, picking them seeds off the top, putting them on a heat mat, getting them going, put them under any kind of UV type light, some sort of cheap lighting system, and you'll be off to the races come spring or indoor grow, as I'm going to do this year. So guys, quick update here on quickly germinating cucumber seeds, guys. As always, thanks for watching. This is just a quick snippet, quick episode of why I'm so fascinated with sprouting seeds. Yeah, I guess that's it. How about quick germination? Okay. How about getting to growing quicker? There we go. Guys, as always, thanks for watching. Peace.